It's a beautiful Monday morning in the city of Lagos. Welcome to Sports on Rave. 83 days after the last kick of football game in the English Premier League, talking about the 2020-2021 season. Finally, we have English Premier League back on our screen. Of course, it started in a very good way for rival fans, but not in a good way for Arsenal fans. Talking about Arsenal losing 2-0 against Brentford at the Brentford City, at the Brentford Community Stadium on Friday. But on Saturday, the first game of at Old Trafford with fans coming into the stadium, full capacity, of course you can say that, and the noise was probably too much for the Leeds United players, and of course they were demolished 5-1 by Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes, Silencio Bruno, running the show for Manchester United, and of course talking about the Paul Pogba, the man that has been linked with a move, of course, to Paris Saint-Germain, but it's looking likely with the signing of Lionel Messi that he will be staying with Manchester United, grabbing 4 assists in that particular cut. What a time to be alive, what a time to be a Manchester United fan. If that was not enough, Chelsea by 3 p.m. also showed what they can do, that they really mean business. Without Romelu Lukaku leading the attack, they were able to win 3-0 against Crystal Palace. It's just a bad news for everything associated with Arsenal, because Patrick Vieira, an Arsenal legend, lost as the first game as a manager of Crystal Palace. Of course, we saw Barcelona maybe moving away from the Lionel Messi era. They don't have a choice. They need to move away. Liverpool also winning 3-1 late on Saturday evening. Mo Salah winning 3-0 with Mo Salah grabbing 2 assists and scoring a goal. Of course, we will be talking about that and of course, the results from weekend games, and of course having the highlights on the second half of the show. But on the first half of the show, I have with me 2 wonderful gentlemen, concordant gentlemen, and one will be joining us later on the show. When you're talking about extreme sports, maybe not extreme for them, but for me, it's definitely extreme. I don't know how to ride a bicycle. I'm not ashamed to say that. I don't know how to ride a bicycle, not to talk of playing with a skateboard. I mean, if I can ride a bicycle, what am I doing on a skateboard? But this morning, I have with me people that are in that industry. And guess what? In case you don't know, skateboarding and bmxing, talking about riding a bicycle and doing wonders on the skateboard, is now part of the Olympics. So maybe we'll finally get to win gold again at the Olympics in the year 2024 in Paris, France, because they are the next host nation for the Olympics. Because these guys, they did wonderful stuff with bicycle and skateboard. They need introduction on the show. Talking about Mr. Valentine, he is the organizer, of course, the producer of the skateboard event that we went for a couple of days ago. Now, of course, I have with me Henry. He's just one that short name, Henry. Don't add anything to the name, not Thierry Henry, just Henry. How are you doing this morning, Mr. Valentine?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me. I
can see that you're doing well. I mean, after a successful event, hosted by your company, definitely I expect you to do very well. And of course, I'm with one of the winners of the event, talking about Henry. Henry, how are you doing this morning?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I can see that you're good. I mean, the cash prize that you won, I'm expecting my own cut share. So,
Lagos and debits.
Lagos and debits. I've been talking about people saying don't go outside. Outside is very, very expensive.
No, honestly, you shouldn't go out.
Why don't again, if you don't go out, how will you make the money?
Just find a way.
Henry, how are you doing?
I'm good, really good.
So you are a skateboarder, and of course, how did you come into the industry? Because whether you like it or not, this is an industry that is definitely growing, and thanks to people like Mr. Valentine helping young guys in that particular industry. How do you come about the world of skateboarding? Did you just decide that this is what I want to do? Out of all the sports we have in the entire world, skateboarding is what you choose, or were you just playing with skateboard and you just said, maybe I should try this? In Nigeria, they said hunger never beats you. Now you never discover your passion. But I don't want to believe that is what happened to you.
No,
okay.
Obviously not. So growing up, you always see white people skating. So it became a thing online. Then I think I got on my first Android device. So I started getting interested in sports. So I found a way to get one, and I just played around. So from playing around, you just start getting better at everything you do. At least the more time you spend on something, the more better you're at whatever you spend your time on. So
you just decided that, okay, you like this?
Yeah, let me just have fun. I wanted to have fun actually.
Okay, so now fun has turned to career.
Well,
or are you just doing this for the meantime, or is something you really, really want to, like, just like I said, it's at the Olympics now.
I mean, it's something I actually would stick to.
Okay. Talking about someone that actually stuck to something, and of course he did it in a very, very good way. Organizing a very big event, whether we like it or not, it's a very, very big event. One of its kind in the entire world. I don't want to say Nigeria. So, but then again, Mr. Valentine, how were you able to like come up with this idea? Because these other sports in Nigeria definitely suffer. Everybody focus on football. There may be basketball and a bit of athletics thereabout, but skateboarding and bmxing, how did you come about the idea, okay, this is the industry, I really want to invest my time? Because whether we like it or not, it needs a lot of time investment, not just financial investment, lots of time investment. How did you come about the world of skateboarding and bmxing?
Okay, we actually started from like a youth culture platform, right? I started from promoting dance event, break dancing. Shout out to my partner, Jolomi Kendabo. We did Battle of the Year, that's the name of the dance event. We grew the event to become the biggest in Africa. And from there, we noticed that a whole lot of these kids, they need platforms to actually, exhibit what they have. We have a lot of talented youth out there. And we felt, okay, the need to probably expand the youth culture reach. So skateboarding and BMXing came into the picture. So we started 2019, and that was the maiden edition. It was awesome.
Okay.
And 2020,
COVID.
Yeah, we couldn't.
Did that demoralize you? Like, did they dampen your spirit, ahead of the organization of the 2021 edition?
2020, we were even at the verge of, putting the event together. We paid for venue, a whole lot of partners, they were already involved, money was already going.
And we had full lockdown, not partial lockdown.
In fact, the lockdown went with a lot of money, so it was discouraging, but we really had to, it's something that we have passion for. We still had to put ourselves together to say, okay, let's push. Usually the event's supposed to be for February, March, but because of the whole COVID thing again, 2021, we had to push it to this August. Thank God August came, and behold, it was a huge success.
It was a huge success, and thank God for that. Let me come to you, Henry. You heard what I said about COVID last year. Were you at the 2019 event?
Yeah.
Okay, and you were looking forward to the 2020 event, and it didn't happen. How were you able to maneuver that full lockdown year? Because I have a guy, I don't know what they call it, this bicycle that has just one tire, and he performs on it, and I have a guy like that on my street. So, he usually practice around the area. People will tell him that, if you hit my child, I will do this, I will do this. I'm very sure you would have tried something like that, where you stay. Did you have issues, practicing with your skateboard, or were you guys able to organize practice session for yourself during that last year, prior to this particular year that you had the event, this 2021?
I mean, to be fair, last year I pretty much just stayed at home. Then, because during the lockdown, no one was allowed to go out. So maybe once in a week I just skate around my balcony, just keep fit actually, because everyone has keep fit.
And your mom or dad didn't shout, don't break my glass, don't break my.
I mean, it's not the typical Nigerian mom, so she was really cool.
I think our parents are kind of changing, their ideas changing about sport, maybe because of the big money that kids are earning these days. When you hear someone earning $50,000 a week, then you can break the TV set if you want to break the TV.
Yeah, but that was not
if you especially become a professional footballer. So I don't know, maybe your mom is also having that idea that you can break the flowers if you're going to bring $5,000 home a week. I don't know. That's the idea. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, but that was not a mindset at all, because she was like, I mean, she actually supports everyone. Because growing up, I did so many sports: football, basketball. I played basketball to high school level. Football, basketball, table tennis, tried swimming. So she was like, okay, just express yourself. So it wasn't really about the money. It was more of, okay, just know how to go out there and be yourself.
So you now decided to settle for skateboard. What you said now is just one of the things we have in Nigeria. If they ask someone that virtually, blows at the end of the day, that how did you do it, about God? No, how did you do it? When they start telling you the story, you say, I tried this one, I tried this one, I tried this one, I tried this one. Finally, it was this one that clicked for me. So is that what's happening to you with skateboarding?
Yeah, actually, yeah, the same kind of pattern. But I mean, when I did other ones, it was fun. But doing skateboarding just felt like, oh, okay, this is what I want to do. I mean, human beings, you have to grow to discover yourself.
Definitely.
So growing along, you're like, okay, this is what I want to stay with. This is not what I want.
Just before I let you go, what are your dreams, for the future? I don't want to be like I'm the one forcing the Olympics thing on you guys. So what are the dreams?
I mean, to be fair, yeah, Olympics is a really big thing. I mean, everyone wants to be there. I want to be there. So I mean, my dream for the closest future is probably go on international level competition. Probably compete on like international level. So that's like my dream right now. So
is there any move for that? Like an association in Nigeria? Trying. I know I'll be asking Mr. Valentine the question later, but let me ask you: is there any movement from government, any support from anywhere? Do you guys have an association? Because before the event, I just thought skateboarding and BMXing is something people do for fun.
Yeah, people do it for fun.
Yeah, but you want to earn from the fun. So, so is there any association that really pushing you guys, from the government or private body?
I mean, there's nothing from the government for now, absolutely nothing. But right now, the private body we have right now is Waffles and Cream. Waffles and Cream. So it's kind of like the only skate shop in the whole of West Africa where you buy skate stuff from, skateboards, shirts and all. So that's like the only sponsor we have. I mean, we are still looking forward to like private sectors putting their hands in and also the government, but then it's still an open spot with just Waffles and Cream running everything around for us and JD holding events.
I'll tell you one thing, Henry. It's our culture in this country. Just go and blow. You will blow. From what I saw on Sunday, you will blow. And you know what? Which state are you from?
Delta.
Delta, okay. Your government will claim you. That is one thing I can guarantee you. But Delta State government, I'm very sure you guys are seeing this video. Henry is into the world of skateboarding. I mean, he has the hope of representing Nigeria at the Olympics in 2024. Why not invest in skateboarding? We have tried our hands on football. I don't know. Football is like it's no longer paying us with our national team. Even here in Nigeria, footballers in Nigeria don't really get recognition like those abroad. So, any dream of moving outside the country, Henry?
I mean, yeah. So have fun and come back into the country. To be honest, plans probably leave the country, go out there for vacations, and I mean, Nigeria is my home, man. Why are you trying to run away?
Okay. Just before I let, so you can say it with him on air. Is there any dream for JDS to try and promote their talent from the skateboarding and BMXing events, outside the country, maybe to go and learn more, outside?
Okay, we are affiliated with a couple of international bodies, World Cup Skateboarding, Simple Session, Far and High, Monster Skate. These are international platform that we are associated with. And what we normally do is get the riders here in Nigeria, groom them. They are still on the amateur level. And fortunately, Henry here happens to be the first pro rider that we have at the moment. So, and that will be the last time he's participating for the event. Because the other riders are still amateur. So our international guys...
He is bigger than them?
Yeah,
okay.
He is. Okay. So our international guys are looking forward to us grooming these guys and getting them for the international participation because we have international competitions everywhere, So we are supposed to grow them here, bring them for the international competition, and that's it. So we are affiliated with the whole lot of them there.
So Henry, that's a very, very assuring speech from Mr. Valentine. You should hold him to that. Definitely. All right, we'll take a break on the show and serve you some of the clips from the skateboarding and the BMXing. When we come back, Starboy BMX will be on the show. He's not Starboy Whiskey, Starboy BMX. And of course, hopefully Starboy Whiskey will be seeing that someone is sharing the name with him. And maybe, just maybe, something can happen. Eric, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
So we'll take a break. Don't go anywhere. Glad to have you guys join us back. Of course, I'm still with the organizers of the JDS event, talking about the skateboarding and bmxing, and of course, Mr. Valentine, yeah, still with us. And of course, another one joining us on the show is the winner of the bmxing, talking about Starboy.
BMX.
Starboy BMX, yeah, that's the name I want to call it. But his name is Matthew Solomon, but I think I prefer that Starboy. So let me just call him Starboy. Okay. Starboy BMX, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
I can see that you're fine.
Yes.
So just like I asked Henry the other time, the money from the money, I mean,
yeah,
the
from
cash
the event,
right?
Yeah.
I don't want it to be a case of I saw it, I didn't spend that.
I didn't spend that on it.
Okay, we'll be talking behind the camera.
No need. Lagos has the coverage. Lagos has the money.
How are you doing? Starboy?
I'm doing great here, man.
So just like I asked Henry, how did you come about, BMXing? Is it, did you deliberately decide that, hey, this is what I want to do? Or were you just playing around with bicycle when you decided that maybe you saw something online, just like Henry said, you saw, and decided that, okay, I can actually make a living out of this?
Well, the way I got into BMXing is actually a fun way because it's not like something I was expecting before.
Let me know, we have a caller. Justice is on the line. Justice, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Huh?
Go ahead, Justice.
Nee.
Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you.
It's like this morning's program is going to on bicycle.
Yeah.
It's like you are facing bicycle today.
Yeah, the first half of the show.
Just a part of it, that's all sports.
Is that?
So what I'm trying to say is, I believe if you want to as in do some experiment with your team, you must have to start the experiment on pre-season friendly. You don't have to come to a match.
Okay.
Start doing some balogu and some other things. I was very much in love with Ateta, but now the man is really getting me annoyed. He's really provoking me. If there is no tangible player, the management should provide money for Ateta to go to market and get players.
All right.
While Saka is on the bench, Lacazette is on the bench, Aubameyang is on the bench, Gabriel, the defender, is on the bench, and so many of bringing one kind of other names to come and do some experiments.
Justice,
we start losing from the first day. This is exactly how we will start. Then now,
on the second half of the show, of course, we will be talking about football on the second half of the show. But anyway, thanks for that call, Justice. I understand your pain about Arsenal. So, Henry, let me get back to you. So, Starboy, let me get back to you. You were talking about, it was fun initially before you now you moved it to passion. So, how were you able to, what made you make that decision?
You see, before I was actually doing roller skating. Then I think I got seriously injured. Then my dad was like, "Guy, you can't keep doing this thing. This injury is too much." I'd be like, "Okay, I'll find something else to do for fun." Then in the long while, I got a bike. Didn't really know what it was meant for then. While just riding around Surulere, then I came across some guys doing some cool stuff on their bike, and I'd be like, "Wow, okay, I think this is something I'd like to go into." And gradually, that's how the passion kept growing stronger and stronger and stronger until I now got a proper BMX, not even knowing, until we now came to realize, the world is on social media actually, it's on internet.
Definitely.
So yeah, with the help of internet, then I get to see real good videos of what BMXing is and how you can get started and all. Then that's how it all started. Then yeah, I am.
Okay, yeah, you are. After I'm talking about social media, and social media seems to have been the best thing to happen to this generation, because we've been able to see a whole lot of things, from social media. So how were you able to prepare for this this event? We know it's a COVID era. We are still in COVID. Do let us forget that. Yeah. How were you able to prepare? Because I'm very sure 2019 is different from what we have right now.
Yes.
What constraint did you face, in preparation for this event?
Well, in preparation for this event, all I just have to do is spend more time with my bike and always going to different spots to ride. And since you all know, it's not like we have the right equipment to train with when it has to do with the BMXing. All we do is we build some nice ramps by ourselves, then try to use it, or we use some natural spots, which is people's property. You get? We just like ask for permission if you can use. If you give us a go ahead, we try it. So in the main time, that's where you use to just gather 1 or 2 tricks, then prepare yourself for the great event JD is putting together. Then you come there to express yourself.
Nice one, nice one. And of course, so that means that if you can, with adequate equipment, you would do better than what we saw on Sunday.
Yes, I can assure you. I can assure you that. Yes.
Nice one. Talking about Mr. Valentine is still with us here. Mr. Valentine, let me come to you. Has there been any body from government, that has come to meet you that, hey, we like what you're doing with these guys. We want to partner with you. Let's take it to the next level.
Not at the moment. We actually wrote to the Lagos State government,
okay,
the Ministry of Youth and Sport, I think, and there was no response. We wrote, that was 2019. We also wrote to them 2020. Because of the COVID, I guess we didn't get a response. But this 2021 edition we did. We also wrote to them, there was no response. But so far, so good. Gradually, private sectors are, brands are gradually coming in. Mostly the energy drink brands, they are coming in to support, the event and all that. But for the government part, that we've not. Our intention is to see how we can get a space where we can build a skate park, because these guys
that they can go to train every day.
Exactly. Like what you saw at the event, the ramps were built, and they are temporary ramps that you have to move them and all that. So usually you're supposed to have like a skate park where you host the event. These riders come there to rehearse, prepared for the next event. The ramps are wooden ramps here. In another 2-3 months, they'll be broken, and you have to find a way to get something for them to, to rehearse with and all that. So we're looking at a possible support from government, private individual brands. Let's grow this culture. And it's taking a lot of this youth off the street.
Definitely.
The momentum
a lot on Sunday.
Yeah, momentum is getting higher. Interest is growing. So it's something that brands can embrace. It's a new culture in this part of the world. So the smarter ones are actually jumping into it, trying to see how they can sponsor, get leverage from it, and all that. So.
All right, let me come to Starboy. He spoke about the fact that this sport is taking young guys away from the streets. And after the event that day, while you were going to your car, I saw a whole lot of these guys, actually following you. And I asked you a question: that do you have a federation? You said no, that you don't have a federation, that you have an association, of which you are the head of the association. So, as the head of the association, what are the plans, for the association itself?
Yeah, so the plans for the association itself is just to ensure BMXing is recognized as a sport here in Nigeria, and be seen in most of these national events as a competing sport. So we have our athletes from the north, from the west, from the east.
I spoke to a couple of them from the north.
You understand? To have them come compete, so that way we know how we can figure out who can go out there to represent in the national section. Okay, the national section, before talking about the international section, definitely.
Nice one. And I've, just like I asked Mr. Valentine, have you had anyone from the government to walk up to you? Because everyone now knows that you are the head of the association. Have you had anyone from the government walk up to you that, okay, we like what you are doing, we like the fact that you are the one leading this group of guys, we want to partner with you?
Well, for now, there's nothing from the government, actually.
So you are appealing to the government to come to the sport?
Yes, and the only support I've been getting so far is definitely from my sponsor, which is private sector. That's a brand, Powerhouse. You get, they've been supporting me back to back. So whenever I put together like a small event for the young guys to come express, so they always come with their kind support to just ensure these guys bring out the best in them.
And of course, so just like I asked Henry the other time also, do you have a dream of representing Nigeria at the Olympics?
Bro, in the Olympics, there are a lot of sections which any athlete can come from anywhere in the world to represent. Yeah, coming to the death jump or skate park kind of jumps. Yeah, I'm down, bro. I'm down. I'm down.
I like that. That is really, really assuring that you
because you know the thing is, in bmxing we have like 3 categories. There's freestyle, there's flatland, and there's streets. So you have to know which one are you. Like me now, my riding style is the street and park style. So basically my field of profession should be in the skate park. Yeah, then others can be doing streets, others can be doing flatland. So yeah.
Okay, nice one, nice one. So
we had a couple of flatland athletes that actually performed on that event. The whole of Nigeria, I think there are just 2. Because everybody you saw on that event came from
different parts of Nigeria.
Yeah, from Abuja, from Kano, Kaduna.
I think someone told me that he came
Bauchi,
from Kano.
Yeah.
2 guys told me they came from Kano.
Cross River and all that. So they all came, we had a way of selecting. Because of the COVID actually enlightened us more, the intention for us was supposed to go to these regions, do like a regional qualifier, then pick the riders, the best for the grand finale. But we couldn't. So our international partner had to use Instagram as a platform because a whole lot of these riders, they post their videos on Instagram. So we had to share the links for the international partners. They scrutinized and brought out the best that you saw on the event. And they did justice to it.
Definitely, they did justice to it. And also you did justice to the organizing of the event. Kudos to you, for that particular event. And also, Starboy, you did justice also on the bicycle, as well as Henry on the skateboard. Hopefully, we will be having more of you guys on the show and maybe doing an exclusive with you guys, on the streets of Lagos, one of these days. So that's Mr. Valentine and of course Starboy Solomon, on the bicycle. And because Henry was here earlier on to talk about the event, it's something that we are just opening our eyes to in this country, talking about the world of BMXing and the world of skateboarding. But we're expecting big things from these guys, in the near future. We'll take another break on the show. When we come back, we'll be talking about football from the Premier League to the Spanish La Liga and of course the German Bundesliga. Don't go anywhere.
It's a great feeling, I feel so hyped and I feel so amazing. Like, there's no other words to express the way I'm feeling now. You understand? Because I can't imagine winning this contest again. Because as of last week, I sprained my ankle, and I'll be like, let me just come here and give my best shot and see how it goes. So seeing me win this contest is a great feeling, bro. JDS competition is actually one of the best competition happening right now in Nigeria because it's the first event which always holds something for both BMXers and skateboarders.
I don't actually think I can win it because I didn't participate from the first position. I enter with the semi-final groups and I pick it up and join them. It was difficult, but me, I position my mind in my own way because I'm not afraid of anybody. I know we used to train together, so it's in my blood that riding together with them is